Hello, folks. People think marketing is about being loud. It's not. It's about being clear and slightly annoying in the right way. And most brands fail not because they're bad, but because they're invisible, not hidden, not shadow banned, just boring, beige, and motionless. Like a presentation slide that says our mission and kills the room instantly. So let's talk about marketing that actually sticks without begging, without screaming, and without burning money. And the third thing, attention is rented. Trust is earned. As rent, attention. Stories earn trust, and trust is the only thing that converts when no one is in a rush. People don't wake up wanting to buy, they wake up like wanting to avoid regret. And marketing works when it reduces that kind of future regret. And that's the core. Everything else is decoration. And here's the trick, almost nobody uses. Say the less thing everyone thinks, but no one says it out loud. And that's the marketing gasoline. When you articulate an internal thought someone had like at 3 a.m., they feel understood. And once someone feels understood, they stop resisting. Example? Instead of things like we help you grow faster, say most people quit not because it's hard, but because it's unclear. Boom, you're now inside their head. Second idea, and this one saves money immediately. Specific bits, impressive always. Impressive sounds fake, specific sounds real. High quality, professional approach, best results. Nobody believes that anymore, and that language is inflationary. Specific is uncomfortable, which is why it works. Things like, I answer messages within 2 hours, or like I explain things twice if needed. I will tell you if something wouldn't work, and there's not sexy. They are trustworthy. Marketing is not seduction, it's reassurance. The third thing, let's talk about friction, the silent killer. Most people do not say no, they just don't move. Not because they're lazy, but because the first step feels mentally expensive. Your job in marketing is not to convince, it is to lower the cost of starting. If the first step feels like, commitment, people freeze. If the first step feels like curiosity, people lean in. That's why let's hop on a call scares more than let me take a quick look. People love, checking, looking, seeing, understanding. They hate deciding. So market the check, not the decision. Fourth, and this is where the most people mess up. You don't need more content, you need clearer positioning. Posting every day with no angle is like talking non-stop at a party with nothing to say. And people don't unfollow out of hate, they unfollow out of boredom. And one strong opinion beats 10 neutral posts. Take a side, not politically, mentally. Say things like, speed is overrated, clarity wins, cheap solutions are expensive later. Most advice fails because it ignores context. When you polarize gently, the right people lean closer. Fifth, my favorite one, borrow credibility without borrowing money. You don't need logos, you don't need screenshots, you don't need fake testimonials, you need language alignment. And when you speak the same way your audience thinks, you inherit trust automatically. Use their words, not industry words. Mirror their phrasing. That's not manipulation, that's respect. If someone says I'm stuck, do not reply with like strategy. Reply with, yeah, that stuck feeling usually means too many options. And that sentence alone, I've been here before. And that's the whole game. Quick reality check before we wrap. Marketing is not about pushing people forward. It's about standing where they already are and turning the light on. You don't need hype. You don't need tricks. You don't need to be calm either. You need to be clear, specific, human, and just a little bold. Because when someone thinks finally someone normal, you already won. And that's it. No funnel diagrams, no buzzwords. Just marketing that respects intelligence and emotions at the same time. If you want, a next episode angle later, persuasions, pricing psychology, or why people say I will think about it, you already know where to find me. So smash the like button, subscribe button. See you next time. I hope it was useful.